Hey everyone, it's Gina Spagnola, President and CEO of the Galveston Regional Chamber of Commerce. And what an incredible day on Galveston Island. And guess what, y'all? Houston, we are going to the moon. So, did y'all watch that? Okay, so exciting, and something really exciting and very important to this community is our upcoming election. And we are so proud tonight to be cutting the ribbon for Beau Rawlins. He is not new to the chamber, y'all. He has been with our chamber long before he was serving this community. You know, I always say, my husband's here, and we talk about this a lot, sort of the way that I live my life is, you know, the quote, when people show you who they are, believe them. And Beau has showed us who he is. Beau made promises to the business community. We represent over 1,000 businesses on this island. These businesses live here. They support the schools. They support the nonprofits. They are the lifeblood of this community. Beau is a council person that actually has stepped foot in the chamber. And Beau communicates with the chamber. And Beau asks the businesses before he's raising a hand and voting on something. That's important, y'all. What's even more important than that are 4 votes. 4 votes for, and not just if you're voting and you say, oh gosh, it's just all business and development or whatever. No, we're for a better community. We're for the environment. We're for building. We're for economic development. We're for the schools. And 4 votes, if we don't get them, may stop the trajectory that we are on. The cruise ship industry, the port director that is here tonight, various things that I'm going to tell you could be shut down upon arrival. So do your homework. Go look and see how these people voted. I can tell you that Beau Rawlins voted for business and for this community 100% of the time. So, you're going to read a lot of things, you're going to hear a lot of things, but just go back to when people show you who they are. Go back, do your research, call us, we'll tell you the truth. But Beau, thank you so much for all you do. We appreciate it. He is very important. I'd let my husband speak about Beau, but y'all, we'd be here for a couple of hours, so we're not going to go down there. But he, I don't think we're old enough for you to be our son, but probably. But anyway, so Beau, thank you so much for keeping your word. For keeping your word to this business community. It is not easy to run. Good people get attacked, you know, and we rise above that. And so I thank you for that. And I thank you that you're going to continue that trajectory. And tell us what you're going to do this time around. You did all the things you said you were going to do last time.
Well, thank you, Gina, and thanks, Chamber, for the ribbon cutting. And most of all, thank you, James and Ann.
Again.
I think that if I was to give a particular gauge as to if I, you know, did what I said I was going to do, knowing my friends, the Hendersons, they would not have me back.
Right.
If I had been someone that they couldn't put their trust in, or someone that didn't say or do what I said I was going to do, they would have been the best gauge of me with a big F on my report card. So thank you very much for the continued support. Other thing is that thank you so much for everyone that's here. I got to find that I wasn't a politician today really well. And thank you for the energy that everyone that's come here tonight to hear what I've had to say and to show support. You know, many familiar faces, but also many new faces. And that, you know, that gives me the energy to know I'm in the right place and doing the right thing. Thank you to my wife.
Oh, we love your wife. And your family.
And I'm only missing one, but I've got 2 of the 3 here. The other one's up in the woodlands. So she, well, actually both of them, because I'm with both. My son is with, you know, he's one of my partners in my company, and both of them hear from me every day, including my project manager, Chad.
Thank you, Chad.
They're my sounding board for for just kind of me being able to vent of, God, dog, this is not easy sometimes. You have those that believe in you. You have those that put their trust in you. But then, like Gina says, you also have those that attack you. For those that are new faces, I beg you to get to know me. I beg you to look at my background. I'm a sixth generation Galvestonian, and I hold that with a lot of pride. Obviously, my kids are seventh, and now I've got a line of eighth with Gannon's my two grandkids.
Thanks, Gannon.
I'm a product of public housing here in Galveston, coming up on the East End, and people like Bob and Gina have really gotten to know my story. And that story is what gives me the energy and sometimes the emotion like I have right now. So why is public safety one of my most important things that I support? Not only for the safety of our community, but it's also through personal tragedy. My father raised me by himself, and he was killed. He was murdered on the seawall when I was 13. That has defined my life in the city, and it's also defined why safety first. It's important to me because we can't have a community without that backbone of knowing that people are safe. Second thing that I really pride myself on is keeping government out of our lives as much as we can. It's, making sure that the one thing that we added up to this year, the three of us were able to add up, which was 2 years in a row, we were able to not raise taxes. And that's the first time in a long time here in Galveston. I know that it doesn't fit with so many people in this room that are representing businesses, and with the chamber, small business and some big businesses here in town, it all adds up. We can't control the appraisal district, but we can control what we have here in Galveston. And I feel that, the three of us have gained some momentum. And that's why, as Gina said, this election is the most important one that I can remember in a very long time. The last city council that I feel truly made an impact with small business and truly made an impact with our community is the era with Beau Rawlins and Johnny Smecca, the year that we got Home Depot, the year that we got Target, the year that I feel like we had a lot of pride in Galveston, and we had a lot of investment in Galveston. And with that pride, it starts as small as picking trash up in front of your house and letting it grow from there. That pride grows into our city staff. Things like that. That's why this election is so important. And it's not just in District 5. It's from the mayor's race on down. If we can't add to 4, we can control the tax rate increase, but that's about only the other thing we can control. So just know how important this room is. I didn't do an exact count, but I'd say 60 to 70 people at least. If you each committed to 10 people, 10 contacts, and you followed up with those contacts, 10's all we ask, 10 people, that amounts to 700 votes. And in this local election, that wins a race. So I want y'all to understand heck with you, Alex.
Alex is in.
Alex doesn't have an opponent anymore. But I want y'all to understand that, supporting those that support this room is what matters most to me, because we represent this whole island. in some form or fashion. And, you know, those 10 commitments and following up that those 10 people that you commit to actually go vote, that wins the race. So
Wins the race.
I will tell you there's a lot of things that I'm very proud of that we've accomplished in the last couple of years. There are things that I wish we could have done better at, you know, selling, which is sometimes what we have to do on city council to gain support beyond 3. And I intend to enact that, and I intend to be part of at least 4, if not 6. So again, thank you to everybody, and this is where it starts. This is where it starts. And so we've got a blitz of 30 days.
Yep.
And if y'all want to make a difference, each one of you can. Believe me, because I'm the 1 vote winner. So, and so again, I am easy to reach. Unlike what will sometimes be portrayed, my number's everywhere. I'm easy to reach, and I would love and invite y'all to get to know me better, one-on-one. Reach out, and I promise I'll get back a hold of you. And thank you again, Gina. Thank you to the chamber. Thank you to the Hendersons. And go at it, Marie.
I can just never keep my mouth shut. But I have sat next to this man for 2 years. I'm Marie Robb. I'm Mayor Pro Tem. This is my 6th year on council, like collectively my 8th year. I'm also running for mayor. But here's the things that he left out. Here's some of the expertise that Beau brings to the table. And one, he is a contractor. So when Alex and I are like, whoa, what is this? Or he brings that expertise to the table. Main importantly, like the both of us, all 3 of us, we are all honest to a fault. We are not going to stand for crap. We are not going to lie to you. We will always be honest, and we are always working for you. And he has done amazing research for the things that we accomplish. He has stood by me for 2 years on the no net new revenue tax rate. 2 years, 1 year. But anyway, it's having the right people, and truly this time we have a chance to have 7 right people at the table. And to, like Gina started out, Houston, we are going to the moon. While Galveston, we are going to making Galveston the very best that it can be. But it's all about getting people out to vote. And he knows better than ever. 1 on the first count, 1 on the second count. And it's about getting out there to vote for the right people. We are all under attack all the time. When it came to the budget and what we achieved, when we called for audits, when we found the money in the reserve funds, they said, you're going to bankrupt the city. We're going to have to go into our down to 90 days reserve. Guess where we are right now? Even though we didn't raise your taxes.
124 days.
124 days.
Great job.
We are required by charter to have 90. Policy is 120. And we are still in the midst of an audit where we may end up at 150 days in reserve. And that only hurts you. And we will not let that happen. That's why it's so important to get out there and vote for this man.
Yes.
Me too. He's already won his damn because his opponent fell out.
Yeah. He was scared.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Alan.
I want to just say something about Beau's character. There was a couple things that happened last year. I don't know if y'all read it in the newspaper with Councilman Rawlins and I. When I called Beau about some of the things that we wanted to accomplish and some things that we felt we had a fiduciary responsibility to the citizens, it was a complete no-brainer to me and Beau. We were speaking the same language. We were kind of taking a leap of faith with what we had to accomplish, and we held people accountable. And there's nobody I'd rather be in a foxhole with than Beau Rawlins. So through all the thick and thin and the grief that we've gotten, the political dissident talk and the naughty things in the paper about us and our financial decisions that we make that ended up being a good thing. I trust Beau with my life up there. He's a great colleague.
Thank you.
And when I need him the most, he's there. When you call him, and this is why I get to know him. I mean, he'll if you got a problem at your business and something city related, he'll show up 10 minutes later and address it right then and there. So he's really a great person and a great guy, and I think a great representation of a pride-oriented Galveston City Councilman. So
Thank you both.
please vote for Beau Rawlins on May 2nd and early voting.
And look around
She
there
didn't need it.
for one. Look, I have a loud mouth, sorry. Look around the room and you have, so especially the council people from District 6, they should be at every meeting. We have one person here who's running for District 6.
Woo-woo. Scott.
All right. We have Ray R.C. He is running for District 3.
Yes.
Coleman, who is running for District 2.
Yeah.
We all show up at each other's event to
A few
support
things to close
the
out.
importance
Yep.
of having the votes to succeed.
Let's do a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's what
6 of them. 6. Okay.
I wanted
Closing
to.
out.
I wanted to close out. I want to continue the momentum the three of us have created. As I've mentioned, as far as like historically in that last time that I really felt like there was a lot of pride and there was some momentum on council. We have $1.5 billion that we approved as a council in one single day of development. This is the first time in my memory that the park board and the wharf and the city council are working all together. It used to be the council against the park board. It used to be the council against the wharf. When it's, we are all on the same island.
Well, and it was
It's
always the management against both. Just
Go ahead,
saying.
Beau.
It's so important to realize that that is probably one of my most proudest accomplishments is to get everybody at the table. Everyone sees that we're trying to work together, and if we're allowed to continue that momentum with teamwork from the park board and the wharf board, there's no telling where we can get to, and as a community. And again, it's very important that we take those 10 people and we get that to continue. So again, thank you, everybody. I don't know if anybody will make it through this very long video when they watch it.
We'll do a little bit of editing. We'll do
It's
some editing. Yeah.
it's important. Maybe if we have a pink rabbit or something, say if you watch till the end and tell us what the animal is. But again, thank you, Gina.
Thank you. All right. Thank you. We're going to cut a ribbon. So they're going to come this way. We're going to slip out, and then all of y'all can just